In this video, I want to share with you Premier Property's top 3 predictions in 2020 so that you can be informed, you know what to do, and you can actually move forward. Now, if you're joining me for the first time, my name's Kam Dovedi and I'm the founder of Premier Property, and I like to work from facts, and also I like to work from calculated estimates. I've been in the property industry for the last 29 years, and I want to share with you right now, like what I say, my top 3 predictions in 2020 while the market crash is happening right now, while coronavirus crash is happening right now, as many people are calling it, so that you can actually be moving forward throughout all of this. So just stay with me, and I'm going to deal and go through these 3 points right now. So the first point, and of course feel free to write this down, and as we're going through this together, of course you can watch this back again, you know this, and if you haven't subscribed as yet, feel free to subscribe to our channel. You know what you got to do, just click that subscribe button, and you know there's a bell icon, just smash that bell icon to make sure that you get upcoming videos. So let's jump straight into the top 3 predictions according to Premier Property on what we're finding. So the first one is the bounce back. Now, I'm not talking about no bounce back loan. I'm talking about the property market bouncing back. Now, one of the things that I've learned, and it's about really getting in deep with professional people, so I was invited to one of the Bank of England Monetary Committee debriefs, and what I noticed wasn't just what was actually being said, but how it was being said under the radar, if you're following me. And what I noticed was that what's expected, remember these are my views at Premier Property, what we're finding is that there seems to be a sharp decline in 2020 and then a pushback up in 2021. Because in this recession that's coming up, and of course, Rishi Sunak and the government have already said, they've already put their hands up and said, you know what, there's going to be a recession. We know this, right? 2 quarters of negative GDP. So that is happening. We know why that's happened. That's because we call it the coronavirus crash, which is happening right now. However, it's a different type of recession because there's so much money. And there absolutely is. Lenders have the money. Some of them have gone out of the market. They're coming back into the market, but the money is readily available. As a lender, would you agree with me that the lender has to lend? So there's these piles and piles of cash which they are ready to lend. And as the confidence comes back in the market, and it's already coming back into the market, new lenders and old lenders are now coming back and lending money because that's what they've got to do, because that is their business model, right? Hopefully you agree with me. Now, when you think about this, the bounce back happens even faster. So here's my view. Right now, in 2020 is your time to get in before it's too late, before the bounce back already happens, before you know it, you blink and it's 2021. I wouldn't want to wish for you to be watching this video and it's already 2021 and 2022 and you missed the boat. Please, 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 of course, please get the information. Please get it right. Of course, that's very important. But now there is such a massive opportunity. So just think about the bounce back that's going to happen and think about how you can actually make this work. Now, the second point I want to share with you, my second prediction is about interest rates. Now, over my time, I've built up some really good contacts, very heartfelt people. And what I've been hearing on the grapevine, I'm not mentioning names, but, speaking to CEOs of large mortgage firms, even a lender, which I call the walking bank, and other, BDMs within business development managers, within various different types of lending organizations, being close to these people, under the grapevine, they're not saying it directly, but what the feeling is and what the assessment is, according to Premier Property, is that interest rates are going to stay low. So if this is the case, when the fear has gone, because to be fair, that's the only real thing that holds people back, right? You get rid of the fear, or you diminish the fear, and you reduce it, and you move forward, and you create your own financial future. So interest rates, according to Premier Property, we're looking at the next 2 to 3 years minimum where they still remain low. Right now, we know that we have the lowest Bank of England rate since the Bank of England started. We know this. And, going forward, lenders are really lending at coupon rates, very discounted rates, really. If you think about the market since the 1900s, we have the lowest rates possible even with the lenders. So now is the time to actually get your finance. Of course, I can't give you financial advice, but what we're doing at Premier Property, we're fixing as many loans as we can as possible over the next 2-5 years, to enjoy these low interest rates. So these are here to stay for a number of years. So start thinking about this. When are you going to get into property? Are you going to get into property when the interest rates are high, or are you going to get into property now when the interest rates are low? The market that we have right now, over the next 2 to 5 years, is really going to change. This is really the time where people like us, have the opportunity, like all of us, have the opportunity to, actually get into property, fill your boots, get your finances sorted, have that financial freedom before the investors, the investing institutions actually get in, and before you know it, it's going to be too late. Now, keep in mind, big institutions, they need to make sure that their investors are seeing growth on a year-on-year basis. Now, thinking about this, large institutions, they are taking up shareholdings, they're taking up the share of the market where they weren't doing this before. So they're getting into commercial property, they're into semi-commercial already, they're getting into residential property, pension funds, large organizations, pumping in not just millions, but billions is being pumped in. So my view is, right now we have this window of opportunity, really the next 12 to 18 months to really get this done, and then a further couple of years to really scale your business before these large boys, these big boys, get into the property arena as they are already doing. Now, hopefully this is getting your juices flowing. Hopefully you're thinking now in a more positive way, in a different way. Come on, let's do this. Think about, firstly, your bounce back. Think about the economy bouncing back. It's going to happen. Think about the interest rates that are really low right now, the opportunities that you've got to move forward right now. Think about the large institutions, the institution investors that are gonna be on the tail of you. They're coming up. So right now is the time to actually make this happen for you. Now, I'd love to hear your comments. Feel free to comment below, subscribe, and click the bell icon, and I will see you on the next video. It's Kam Dovedi, Premier Property, helping you to move forward in your property journey.